Mutant Nation, what is going on? Welcome back to the Road to Glory series, video number 3 for the 2025 Olympia series with myself and Mutant Nation. Guys, I can't believe I'm saying this. We are literally days away, just under 5 weeks out from Olympia, man. It's so surreal that we have now reached single digits where we're literally counting down the days. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. These past 2 or 3 weeks have been really rough, guys. We're just dragging through the gym. Cardio's increased, food is decreased, mood swings, hunger pains, you name it, you're experiencing all of it. And I've said this so many times, guys. You guys know I'm a veteran of the sport, been in this game 20 years now. This Olympia will be my 11th Olympia consecutive, my 59th show in total. But believe me when I tell you guys, this is not getting easier by any means. Every year is different. You're chasing a different look. You're changing things as you go along. Foods that you used last year don't work this year. You might do more cardio than last year. It's just everything changes. You're always trying to elevate and escalate and be better. So we're trying to push a little bit more than the previous year to be better. And that's exactly what we're doing this year, guys. So as you guys can see here, we are back in the jungle. We are in the leg area because today we are focusing on legs, predominantly hamstrings and glutes. Now, the reason why I've decided to, well, I've been doing this the past couple of years now, has given myself 2 leg days. I have my main focus, which is quads, extensions, squats, presses, the whole 9 yards. But hamstrings has always been an area that has lacked for myself and many of you guys, I'm sure. So I have now given myself a separate leg day just for hamstrings and glutes. I'm gonna go through all that today, guys. We'll probably do 4 to 6 different movements, keep it anywhere between the rep ranges of 12 to 15, 3 to 4 sets, and really try to annihilate these hamstrings. Again, keep it in mind that we're just 5 weeks out from Olympia, so I have to be smart to not get injured, guys. I did tweak my knee a little bit last week doing quads. Again, I kind of get into, when I get in here, I get kind of crazy and forget that, hey, you're just days away and things are a lot tougher and your body isn't as strong as it used to be. So keep that in mind, guys. Coming here today, hitting some hamstrings. The goal is to really focus and squeeze and bring out as much detail as possible in the hamstrings and glutes, guys, because we all know show is the one for the back. Hamstrings and glutes going down today, guys. Follow along, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a comment, and let's go. I think one area that many neglect would be both the abductor and adductor. For me, that adductor, when I say adductor, is like when you hear the word closing that gap. That gap is when you do that front double bicep, that rear double bicep. You want your legs to almost look flush together to make it fully complete. A lot of us lack that inner thickness inside our quad, which is that adductor, making our legs look a little bit smaller than they should. So if you're able to build these adductors up to almost where they're touching, it'll make your legs look 10 times better. So I've been always, on every leg day, both quad and hamstring day, I'm doing adductors in the beginning of the workout. All right, guys, so moving into the next movement to really start off hamstring. Now that the adductors are nice and warmed up, we're gonna move, sorry about that. We're gonna move into a lying leg curl, guys, okay? So I like to vary my leg curls, whether it's lying leg curls, seated leg curls, single leg curls, whatever the case may be. So because today, again, we're really trying to focus on that detail and really bring it out of the hamstring, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of everything today because you got short heads, you got long heads, you've got full range, you got short range. There's so many variations, so many ways to hit the muscle that I want to make sure to hit them all and not leave anything behind. So we're going to see a little bit of everything today, guys. And as you see here, I've added a pad as well to the bench. What this does is give me a little bit more bigger range of motion, all right? Because if I were to normally do this here, I wouldn't get that full stretch of my hamstring that I'm looking for. But because I'm able to add a little bit of pad, a little bit more thickness to this pad, I get a little bit more elevation, allowing me to get a bigger stretch. All right, guys, so moving on to the next movement. Again, I like to kind of change up positionings and different things like that. So we just did a double leg there, lying leg curl. What I'm gonna do here is a single leg kind of a little bit of almost like a kneeling leg curl variation. You guys can see this is a super old Cybex piece. Most of the gym is all old school stuff, man. Cybex, like Carrion, Body Masters, Nautilus. I sought out the best pieces in the world, the OG pieces, and this is definitely one that's one of my favorites here if you really annihilate the hamstring. Again, this is a piece that you don't want to go super heavy on with weight. Again, the key here is making sure to get a good stretch and a good contraction, but most importantly, control the movement. So you'll see how I get it done here. Ooh. Oh, woo. Surprisingly, again, how heavy this piece is by itself. You know, all I have here is 210s, 20 pounds. But again, those old school pieces, man, were made to last. They were built strong back in the day. So again, pieces like this don't require a ton of weight, which I absolutely love. They don't make them like this no more. Whoa, man. Woo. I am weak. Off season, this is like warm-up weight for me, man. And off season, I'm just clanging and banging, but diet's real, people, man. This diet is real. All right, guys, so now moving on to the next movement, seated leg curls, and this is gonna be done on one of the best leg curls ever created, and that is the flex ham tractor. I'm lucky enough to have two. Call me greedy, but it is what it is. Two ham tractors, again, they're one of the best for really contracting, squeezing, engaging that hamstring without using any other body part but your hamstring. So we're gonna jump in here, get 2-3 good sets. Because I'm already warmed up with the lying leg curls and the standing single leg curls, I don't really need to warm up here. I can kind of go into it. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of weight just to feel it out for that first set, and then we'll start moving from there. Oh yeah, man, I love this piece. Look at that. Do me a favor, in the comments below, let me know if you agree that the flexed ham tractor is the very best, the GOAT of seated leg curls. Do you agree? Yes or no? All right, guys, so another great movement for really developing the hamstrings. Obviously, we just did a lot of curling, right? Got a lot of blood into the hamstrings. Now, we not only want to lengthen the hamstring, but stretch the hamstrings and get more blood into it as well. So we're gonna finish up with 2 sets of RDLs. Now, RDLs can be done so many ways, guys. Barbells, dumbbells, machines, whatever the case may be. How I've personally been doing them, how I personally connect the best is on the free motion cable machine. So this is the step, free motion step. You guys have probably seen this in your gym. Many of you have it. You probably have never used it, don't know what to do with it. But the one cool thing about this piece right here and all the free motion machines is that they allow you to do so many various movements, one being the RDL for me. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it and kind of how my hand positioning is and how I'm not only targeting my hamstrings, but I'm also getting the glute involved because I'm pushing my hip back toward the end of the wall. And what that's doing right now is priming and getting my glutes ready, because the next thing after this will be glute focused. So I keep my hands semi-neutral, keep it close to the body, okay? Feet are pretty much shoulder width apart, whatever's comfortable for you. And I'm doing is driving my hips back, letting the cable stretch my hamstring, get as far down as I possibly can, and back up. Controlling both the positive as well as the negative. And I'm not coming all the way up because I want to keep that tension on the hamstring. Now this is pretty light for me, so I just wanted to show you guys the movement itself before I start moving some weight. Perfect. Even just that little weight, if you're able to really build that mind-muscle connection, which I've been able to do, having trained over 20, 25 years now, is have that mind-muscle connection that I can take any weight, any movement, and just connect with the muscle that I'm targeting. And that just comes with time. God, I love this movement. So underrated, man. So underrated. Everyone thinks you gotta go and pick up the heaviest dumbbells or load the barbell with all these plates. Listen, that's great. Trust me, that's awesome. And I did that. I did exactly all that stuff in the beginning of my career, where I was trying to grow and build that foundation. 15 plus years of doing that. Now I'm at a point in my career, whereas I'm a little bit older, recovery is not the same. Likeliness of injury is definitely higher. So my goal is to continue on in this bodybuilding lifestyle, competition lifestyle, to be able to last another 5, 10 more years. Guys, I'm 43 years old. I'm one of the oldest 212 guys, if not the oldest on that stage. And a lot of my peers that I came up with, let's be real, a lot of the top guys were retired by the time they were 35, 37. I think the oldest was Shaun Clarida, rest in peace, Shaun. He was 44, 45 when he won the Olympia. Dexter Jackson was in his 50s. Kamal Algarni when he was 51. So my goal is to follow those footsteps, right? Be able to compete up until the later ages of my life, genuinely because I love it. Like, this is all I know. This is what I absolutely love. I love coming here and training, but I also love getting on that stage and showcasing what I've done in here year after year, right? So what's gonna enable me to do that into my late 40s, early 50s? Being smarter with my training, staying on a healthy diet all year round, really taking care of my body. Training, for sure, has changed over the years. Again, the clanging and banging early in my career was fun. I built that base, I built that density, I added that muscle. Now let's go in and clean up the training a little bit, refine the physique. Let's start focusing on the areas to make everything more balanced. Because honestly, guys, where I'm at now in my career, having now won 2 Olympia titles in the 212 division, I don't necessarily need to get bigger, but I know I can continue to improve on body parts, continue to refine my physique, continue to drive that conditioning, and overall bring a balanced, complete look to the stage, even at this age. And that's exactly what I'm still doing at the age of 43, guys. So just my take on that is just, yes, heavy weights are fun and it's cool for the gram and all that stuff, but sometimes you gotta work a little bit smarter and not harder. Think about that. All right, back where we started, but now, again, focus on that outer area, the outer leg, outer glute area. Abduction, okay? It burns so good. Fuck. That burning sensation, it's undeniable. Undeniable, man, but it tells you you're targeting exactly where you need to target, right there in that glute, man. So when you hit those side shots, and all of this just rock hard, chiseled out, deep lines, this is what's gonna give you that, man. So I'll take the pain now. to have those 10, 15 seconds of glory on stage when I hit those side shots and everything just boom. Look at that leg. All right, people. And that's all she wrote, man. Very successful leg day today. Glutes and hams just fired up. So again, guys, as far as quads, I have a separate day later in the week for that. But again, still dealing with a little bit of a, little twist in the knee. I am being smart. I have some body work tomorrow. I'm gonna have her work on that and see if we can get that healed up before Saturday. But at the same time, if I'm not feeling 100% on Friday night, I'm feeling like that area is still not 100% healed. I'm gonna be smart and take the day off from legs, because at the end of the day, the goal is to make it to the Olympia stage. And you can't make it if you're injured, right? So, and again, at this point, man, if I'm still able to keep the cardio in and still at least get some hamstring work in, I'm still getting a little bit of quad in there. Again, at this point as well, I'm not necessarily building any new muscle. What I'm trying to do is sustain what I have, keep the legs as full as I possibly can, as well as condition and detail the muscle. The muscle's there. Would I like to come in here and keep hanging and clanging and banging the legs? Absolutely. But at the same time, I need to be able to make it to the stage. And if I'm hurt, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, man, that's, again, we're 5 weeks out, guys, from Olympia. Wow, I can't even, like I said, every day gets harder and harder, right? And there's mornings I wake up, I do my cardio, I have my first meal, and I find myself falling asleep at the table after my first meal. But then I gotta pick myself up and drive to my gym. And once I walk through those doors, that flip switches and nothing else matters but getting here for this hour and a half and getting it done so I can get home, eat, relax, recover, and prepare for the next day, because every day is one day closer to that goal. And yeah, man, I hope you guys are enjoying this content from myself and the rest of MUTANT Nation Road to Glory series. We have a bunch of athletes getting ready for this year's Olympia. Andrea Shaw, James, we got Lola, we got myself, we got the whole squad going to be in Vegas this year representing. And all of our goals is to be able to hold up that gold medal in October. And we're all working hard to make sure that happens. And we're all bringing you in, MUTANT Nation, for the nitty gritty of everything we do, preparing for the biggest bodybuilding stage in the world. So I hope you guys are enjoying this content. Big shout out to MUTANT Nation, the ones behind in the office getting it done, the behind the scenes crew, helping us athletes mentally and physically prepare to go to war, to be our best. I can't thank that team enough. Jim, George, Luke, Roberta, I mean, everyone in the office, they don't get enough respect, enough love, gratitude from us and from the rest of the world. But for myself, and I'm sure the rest of MUTANT Nation, I can truly say that without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. I'm allowing us to be professional athletes, professional bodybuilders, to get on stage, to do what we love. You guys are supporting us and helping make our dreams come true. So guys, all you MUTANT Nation in the offices, stock room, protein powder cup, everyone that's involved in keeping MUTANT successful, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you guys for the next one.